Rise of China, battle for survival, once a sleeping dragon, now awakening with fire. From the factories of the world to the frontiers of tomorrow, a nation reborn, remade, and now ready to reshape the globe in its own image. For decades, the world watched a miracle unfold as China lifted hundreds of millions from poverty, building gleaming cities where rice paddies once stood. Its economy, a relentless engine of growth, has propelled it to the center of the world stage. Militarily, it has transformed its forces from a regional defender into a blue-water navy projecting power across the oceans. Technologically, it has leaped from a follower to a leader, pioneering innovations that will define the 21st century. The dragon has not just stirred, it has taken flight, its shadow stretching across every continent, but every rise brings a challenge, and China's battle has just begun. The ascent of a new power inevitably disrupts the old order. As China's influence expands, it collides with the established dominance of the West, led by the United States. This is not just a competition, it is a fundamental contest for the future of global leadership. It is a battle fought in boardrooms and on stock exchanges, where tariffs and trade sanctions become weapons in a war for economic supremacy. It is a battle waged in the digital realm, a relentless race for technological superiority where control over data and networks means control over the future itself. In the corridors of international diplomacy, a silent struggle unfolds for the allegiance of nations, each side offering a different vision for the world. The West, championing democracy and open markets, now finds itself facing a formidable alternative, a model of state-led capitalism and authoritarian control that has proven undeniably effective. The tension is palpable, a new Cold War simmering just beneath the surface, threatening to boil over at any moment. Inside the Great Wall, the foundations of this global ambition are showing signs of strain. The economic miracle that powered China's rise is sputtering. The model of export-led growth and massive infrastructure investment has reached its limits, leaving behind mountains of debt that threaten to cripple local governments and state-owned enterprises. The property market, once a key driver of wealth, teeters on the brink of collapse, sending shockwaves through the middle class. Youth unemployment is soaring to record highs, creating a generation of disillusioned graduates who question the promise of a better future. The demographic clock is ticking, as a rapidly aging population and a shrinking workforce threaten to reverse the gains of the past. The engine of the world's second-largest economy is slowing, and the pressure to find a new path to prosperity is immense. Beyond its borders, China's growing assertiveness creates new fronts in its struggle for dominance. In the South China Sea, artificial islands bristling with military hardware have become symbols of Beijing's ambition to control vital shipping lanes, leading to tense standoffs with neighboring countries and the US Navy. Across the strait, the island of Taiwan exists as a flashpoint of geopolitical danger, a democratic beacon that Beijing vows to reclaim, by force if necessary. This single issue holds the potential to ignite a catastrophic conflict between global superpowers. Further afield, China's Belt and Road Initiative, a monumental project to build a new Silk Road, extends its influence across Asia, Africa, and even into Europe. While it promises development and connectivity, critics warn of debt-trap diplomacy, a strategy to gain leverage over developing nations, securing access to resources and strategic ports. From the Himalayan border disputes with India to its growing presence in the Horn of Africa, China is redrawing the geopolitical map, challenging the old alliances and forging new ones in its quest for global influence. The core of this global contest is the race for technological supremacy. This is the new battlefield, where the future will be won or lost. The competition is fierce in every critical domain. In the race for 5G, Chinese companies like Huawei have surged ahead, sparking a global security debate and forcing nations to choose sides in a splintering technological world. In the field of artificial intelligence, China has declared its ambition to become the world leader by 2030, pouring vast resources into research and harnessing its massive population's data to train its algorithms. This AI arms race extends from consumer applications and autonomous vehicles to sophisticated surveillance systems and military weaponry. In advanced manufacturing, from semiconductors to robotics, Beijing is relentlessly pursuing self-sufficiency, determined to break its reliance on Western technology and establish its own standards. This is a war fought not with soldiers, but with scientists, engineers, and innovators, a battle for the patents and platforms that will power the next industrial revolution. At the heart of this immense national effort is the singular, unwavering goal of the Chinese Communist Party: political survival. For the party, maintaining its absolute grip on power is paramount, the precondition for all other ambitions. Every policy, from economic reform to foreign relations, is viewed through the prism of national stability and regime security. The social contract delivering prosperity in exchange for political obediences under increasing stress as the economy falters. To counter this, President Xi Jinping has consolidated power to a degree not seen since Mao, launching an intense anti-corruption campaign that has also served to eliminate political rivals. A pervasive state surveillance system, powered by cutting-edge technology, monitors the population for any signs of dissent. A powerful propaganda machine relentlessly promotes a narrative of national rejuvenation, framing the party as the sole guarantor of China's return to greatness. For the CCP, this is an existential battle against perceived threats from within and without, a fight to secure its legitimacy and ensure its rule for another generation. The ripples of China's rise are felt in every corner of the globe, fundamentally altering the international system. Global supply chains, once centered on China's manufacturing might, are being reconfigured as companies seek to diversify away from geopolitical risk. The established institutions of the post-World War II order, from the United Nations to the World Trade Organization, are being challenged and, in some cases, reshaped by Beijing's growing influence. A new bipolarity is emerging, forcing nations around the world to navigate the complex relationship between Washington and Beijing. For developing countries, China offers a tantalizing model of rapid state-directed development, an alternative to the Western path. For established democracies, it presents a profound challenge to their values and their vision of a liberal world order. The world is being pulled in two different directions, and the security and prosperity of every nation are now tied to the outcome of this titanic struggle. Will China's rise continue, or will it stumble under its own weight? This is the ultimate question, the great unknown that hangs over the 21st century. Can China innovate its way out of its economic slowdown and escape the middle-income trap that has ensnared so many other nations? Can it manage its colossal debt and diffuse the social tensions building within its society? Can it navigate the treacherous waters of international politics, managing its rivalries without triggering a devastating conflict? Can the Communist Party maintain its iron grip on a population that is more educated, more connected, and more demanding than ever before? The internal pressures are immense, and the external resistance is formidable. The path ahead is fraught with peril. The dragon may have ascended, but its wings are being tested by storms of its own making and headwinds from a world uncertain of its destination. The world holds its breath as the battle for survival begins.